Hello everybody, my name is NDPesic and welcome to the first episode of NDPesic Group Unedited. Hello everybody, my name is NDPesic. I am the president and CEO of NDPesic Group out of Tallahassee, Florida. Today is the 28th of August. Yes, it is. I wanted to use this first episode as an introduction of who I am, what my company does, and why we're doing what we're doing. I've been on several different entrepreneurial chat rooms and sites and following some key people that are just doing absolutely extraordinary things. And I was just amazed by the level of input from all across the globe from various people that are entrepreneurs. We are a community of individuals that that are grinding, that know the hardships and the successes of what we're looking to do. My particular company, I am a solopreneur. I did come up with, I did have several problems in my life that I wound up finding solutions to, and then realizing that I can go ahead and market these particular products. I've just a little bit of brief history. About 12 years ago, 13 years ago, I developed my own housing concept. And that was a problem that I had because I did not have faith in the market. And sure enough, going back to 2003, 2004, I had that sight of what was going on. And being that my boy and his mom and I, we live apart from each other, I really wanted to have a different option. And everything that was out there, although there were some awesome things people are making out there as far as manufactured homes, it's just really awesome stuff. But the thing is that it just didn't suit my taste. So I wound up creating my own. And because I like high-end design, it was interesting that the interior furnishings, as far as like flooring, cabinetry, countertops, sinks, and so forth, were at the price that they were back then, that it encouraged me to learn how to work with concrete and with polymer resins. So I wound up spending many years and my own funding on research and development and finding out the chemical mixtures and the different processes involved to go ahead and manufacture my products. And what's wonderful, in a sense, is that just as I perfected my craft, the market did crash as I anticipated. And one of the things that wound up happening is I scaled down those, working with concrete and with polymer resins. Instead of doing backsplashes, vessel sinks, and concrete countertops and so forth, I wound up scaling it down to home accessories. And that pretty much took off. But the thing is that at that time, fear played a big role in it. And needless to say, it kept me at a small scale where I pretty much manufactured all my products during the holiday seasons, special requests. People needed some accent pieces for their home and stuff, and I was the guy. And what wound up happening at that point was I did that for several years, wound up just getting better and better as far as the design and as far as the process. But I had a moment where I needed to step back, and I saw what was going on in the world, that I wound up developing my humanitarian product, which I felt was necessary and to stop, because even though my sales weren't high in that respect, one, because of fear, the other thing was that, like, what is it that's right to do? I mean, it doesn't benefit anybody if I wind up having a product on the shelf that could benefit all of us on a global scale, and I don't do anything with it. So I did stop my manufacturing of all my home accessories and so forth. I still do get calls during the holiday season to make something special for someone, and unfortunately I don't have the supplies or the materials now to do that. And what I wanted to do with NDPesic Group Unedited was twofold. One, I want to go ahead, being that there is such a large community of entrepreneurs, that, if there's anything that I did or didn't do that I realized where I could encourage people, don't go down that path, well, then I'm providing some value to like-minded individuals who are either starting out or who are also experienced the same situation. And, we could talk about, things, don't do this, don't do that. Oh yes, go in this direction. I may not be the smartest person in the world, but I know my craft and I know the directions and the mistakes I've made, that if that could help somebody out, then obviously I'm providing some sort of value to that particular individual. Same thing with the humanitarian product. If we could save one life, our job was done. But fortunately, my humanitarian product, Friends, is capable of saving countless lives on a larger scale. So it's worth exploring. The other reason I'm doing this vlog is that, yes, I'm in that position to where I have products, I have everything worked out in a sense that it's viable and credible to do, but I do lack funding. So if these videos and these series of videos wind up getting just to that one individual that could see what I'm trying to do, then obviously it benefits us. As entrepreneurs, we know that you're lucky if you get a call back from a VC or an angel, right? So this way, and doing a vlog versus a blog, people being on their phone all the time, I know myself, I'm a visual person, and at the same time, even if if I'm doing something, at least I could go ahead and hear it. If I put the phone down, I could listen to it. But the main reason why I did unedited is because of that. I don't want to edit myself out for people that potentially want to work with me, because this is who you're going to get. And if somebody sees that, yeah, I could probably be, I could be worked with, because quite honestly, I'm not for everybody. I've had close friends tell me that, I'm one of those individuals that you really need to get to know me before you start understanding me. And that's another reason why I'm doing unedited. I don't want to be edited out. I don't want to hide a blurb or whatever. It's me. And as far as, what I'd like from everybody around is, join in on a conversation. If there's something that you'd like to see, something you don't want to see, let's talk about it. I'm inviting the community to come on in. Let's discuss things and just move forward and try to go ahead and do what we do, because quite honestly, the life of a entrepreneur, solopreneur in my case, because I'm doing everything myself at the current moment, is you can't confide in close people with you just because they don't understand the mindset of go, having 1,200 things going on in your mind at one time. We all know what that life is like. And it's difficult to not be able to express yourself to people that don't understand that. So I invite you, come on in, let's talk about things. In the future episodes, I do want to go ahead and, discuss different things like, gratitude and, compassion, fear, all those attributes that make us who we are. Maybe help shed light on certain issues. So, it's important, because quite honestly, for years, I had one friend that I was able to talk to, and we could share on different ideas. But when we go to the next level, he couldn't offer support because he just didn't know much about it. Much like, this, what I'm looking to do. A lot of my friends and, possibly even family that, are watching this right now are wondering, what is he doing? Well, in looking at the entrepreneurial community, one of the things that's happening is social media marketing. And, I've been following some key people over the past 3, 4 months. And I realized that, maybe I'm not getting a call from a VC because who the hell am I? Really, when you think about it. So, it's important to go ahead and adjust. In the entrepreneurial world, we need to go ahead and stop, adjust, look around, and then act to go ahead and get the message across. Hopefully, one day, I know it's going to take quite a few of these before somebody says, let's give them a call. And I'm looking for that day. That's what's going to wind up happening. Because ultimately, it's important to get the humanitarian project friends off the ground first. That is my belief that we all need to give back. We all need to go ahead and help one another out, because ultimately and fundamentally, if we don't help each other out, who will? Okay, it has to come from somewhere. And if I know a few of my close friends or even haters are going to look at this and go, man, he's just wasting his time. Well, to them maybe, but once again, going back, if what I'm doing helps one person out, it's beneficial. Now, some of the things that I do want to say is, listen, I I do need to send out a special message, and also at the same time, help you guys understand a little bit of what's going on in my life. But if I see a problem, we could fix it. We could sit down and talk about different solutions and so forth. But, I have to say that, I wasn't able to fix everything in my life. The person you see today was the same person I was before 94. Okay, 94. 94 was a very horrible year for me because I wound up, I lost 4 family members in 1 year. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because I changed, but I didn't adapt. And because I didn't adapt, I wound up not being able to function in my marriage. And that pretty much started breaking things down to where, they are, that, we're not together, but we are, in a sense. I mean, we're not living in the same house, but I just wanted to go ahead and tell her, if I'm able to fix everything, or most everything, I just wanted to tell her that if she's watching this, that I'm sorry I couldn't fix us, honey. It's not in a conventional sense, but in a sense that, we've adjusted, though, after our son came into our life and we were already, apart. We've adjusted to where we've made things work. So in hindsight, maybe we did fix things, because it's the life of our son that's most important to us. His upbringing, having both of us here. And what's interesting is that we've become envied by other single parents because we do get along. We're great friends. We high five each other in public. We do have a minimum of one night, family night with the 3 of us, whether we go out to dinner or a movie, or, get a movie and, watch it at home. But, I just needed to express that because, I'm not perfect by any means. I'm not, but just the fact that, I think that's a great example of adjusting. You need to adjust. Okay, things aren't working, but how are we going to go ahead and make things better? So to her, if she does ever watch this, she's one of the non-believers that, maybe I'm wasting a little bit too much time, working on this. But it's important to show our son that, listen, if whatever it is that you want in life, you have to work hard for it, whether it's school, whether it's extracurricular activities, anything that you want to do in life is going to take hard work. And that's the position that I'm at and what I'm pushing forward to show him. So once again, baby, I'm sorry that I couldn't help fix us on a conventional sense, but we did adapt. We did we did what was necessary to have him have a great life. So, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Tomorrow's episode is going to be special, the 29th of August, because it's going to show, I'm going to have some samples, I'm going to have a couple of models, but tomorrow's a pivotal date, and I do hope you tune in to see that one as well. Guys, thank you very much, and just remember, we are one people, one earth. There it is.